Well, hello my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I'm GenocPlays, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we started off that is not the level. We started off downtown Bikini Bottom, whereas the episode before that, we finished Jellyfish Fields. Let's say that, because that would be a truth, not a lie, like the previous statement would have been. Anyways, we did a good amount of stuff in downtown Bikini Bottom. Now we have to get the golden spatula, which used to be Larry Lobster's antenna. Don't know why, but anyways, I guess we should go before he gets a little bit more freaky. And the woman died from fire. The end. Yeah, kind of a cruel death there, but this is good old Chuck, I believe his name is. Chuck is, I guess he can be annoying at times, but he's overall not that hard. Just to kind of dodge, well, not kind of, dodge his missiles and you should be fine, which... His missiles are weird, because his missiles are actually kind of water. I don't know why his missiles, like, explode with water on impact. Maybe it was so this game could be like an E for Everyone game. But actually, never mind, because Sly 2 was an E for Everyone game, and that had missiles in it. So I don't know exactly why they had to make the game, or why they had to make the missiles good old water-fying. I don't know. But Sly 3 was also E10 for ages 10 and up, which I believe Sly 2 would have been anyways. And did I get it? No, I did not get it before another robot was made. Yeah, sometimes I want to see if I can get those things before another robot is made, because, like, it makes it a lot easier so I don't have to kill robots that get in the way. Now, can I aim this correctly? Yes, I can aim that correctly. If you can get the one guy, which I believe is, like, Chompbot, I believe it is, into the G-Love and hit them, or if you can get any robot to hit the G-Love, that is really helpful, because Sandy, like I said, is not really good at... Sandy is not good at killing G-Loves. Now, since we already paid this with that weird glitch thing with SpongeBob, we can get this thing here, which is actually a little bit of a time trial, as you see. We have to get all the way over to that golden spatula in the allotted amount of time, which is 35 seconds. Now, as a kid, I found this kind of troublesome, but now, as an adult, it's not all that bad. All you kind of have to do is just keep going pretty easily. Did it say eat at goes? Okay. I thought the sign said, like, eat at the... I don't even know. I thought it said, like, fat guys or something. Who knows? Maybe it's kind of like Five Guys, but, like, the extremely unhealthy version of Five Guys. Fat guys, because fat guys eat. I don't even know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to offend people. But anyways, I believe that one's called Swinging Sandy. I know some of these golden spatulas I know off the top of my head, and other ones I'm like, I have no idea what it's called, so I don't even mention what the name is. Now we can use this teleportation box, which we unlocked before we actually needed to, because now we can use it correctly without having to worry about cheating ourselves, because we are not cheaters. We are winners, except, I guess, I don't know. I just showed off a little bit of a glitch. It's not really cheating. I just paid it a little bit before we even needed to. But I guess, actually, no. Could you? No, you could not use that as a shortcut, because Sandy cannot get up there, because SpongeBob is the only one who can use that little thing that makes it so we can jump. And now I have something I actually want to try here, because I believe going on the game-breaking side, I guess, what we can do here is we can just glide over here to get this steering wheel. We don't really have to go around, and also we can glide up here to get this sock, which is definitely not the way you're supposed to get it, but now we don't have to worry about going down a certain slide twice. Which that area, now to think of it, is actually not until a little bit later in this level, or at least this upper part here. But if you want to know, this upper part of downtown Bikini Bottom, which is kind of weird, it's like the uptown of downtown, or actually it's the downtown rooftops technically. I like the downtown rooftops a lot better than I do the original area of downtown Bikini Bottom, because, excuse me, but something I just like this area a lot better, because it's more variety. It's also mostly sandy, so it's like, oh cool, look at all these gaps that we couldn't get across as SpongeBob, except I don't think of that as much. I kind of more think of like, you know what, let's hit this guy into that, and then we can get rid of all those robots, except for that one, which I do need to lasso this one. And for a second I thought I wasn't even, like, facing towards the robot when I did that. Now, Sandy cannot see, Sandy cannot sneak. That is what I'm trying to show, because as you see there, even if we sneak, it goes away. But Sandy can get these guys with our good lasso. Patrick can also get these guys by throwing a throw fruit, or maybe even a freezy fruit if you had the ability, but I don't really think you'll have the ability, but mostly only SpongeBob can get those. Actually, no. Sandy and SpongeBob can get those in all circumstances, only Patrick if he had a little bit of a thing. And I thought there was a pair of underwear up there, but I guess not, because I had full pairs of underwear. But if you did lose health on that one thing, you would be able to get another pair of underwear up there. And now, oh my god, this guy. Let's make it so we get out of the way first so we can go around here. Because I do not like these guys when you are flying as Sandy and they throw missiles at you and you go flying. Because if you get hit and jump, oh no, if you get hit in the middle of the air, you go flying in this game. I don't know why this happens. It's a very weird thing that happens, but it does. Now, I kind of have to watch out for Tartar there, shooting all of his little things there. But I believe if we keep going on these, one, we can get a whole bunch of shiny objects, and two, I believe we can get a 50 somewhere, which is really cool. Or maybe not. Oh, yes, we can get a 50. I don't care about that 1-5 over there. I actually kind of want to get this 50 over here, because 50s are really nice and can help you in the long run. Now, can I dodge? Yes, I can dodge your Tartars. That is good. Your Tartars are dodged, because Tartar is Tartar. Now, can I hit this thing up here? Well, not hit, I can rub against. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Now, I kind of want to get to the end of here, so I can hit this and maybe get out of the way. And did that kill the guys? And it killed one of them. Actually, no, it did not kill one of them. It killed none of them, because that is something that happened. But luckily, I was able to get the one guy before any of them even noticed me, which is something I really strived for to happen, because if the one guy noticed me, that would have been a big no-no, because then I'd have to worry about, like, oh, what am I going to do? Except not really. You know, I contradict myself a lot in these recordings. I'm like, you know, this is going to happen, except not really. And also, there's a Thunder Tiki here, so you don't have to worry about using the good old lasso technique. Because, you know, even though the lasso technique does work, it is something that's like, you kind of don't even really want to worry about that. And now down there was actually where the sock was, but we don't have to worry about that right now, because we already got it. That is what I said. It makes it a little bit easier to go through this area. And I went through this area really fast, because I'm approximately about 7 minutes on the timer. Maybe 6, but, like, I just hit the 7-minute mark. I really like having my own timer now, so I can really know about where I am, and thank God I missed that. But there is a golden spatula right down here. Good old number 15, okay. We actually have enough to go to the first boss of this game, because if you didn't know, that 150 shiny object thing we saw in the main place of, like, Bikini Bottom, that is actually a boss to get to the second area. But we still haven't gone to the level that required 10 golden spatulas, so we're not going to be going to that for a little bit. But now, before we go into the lighthouse, we're going to be going around here because I believe, yep, there is right here. There's a sock right there. I was actually contemplating going around the lighthouse, but then I'm like, you know what? Let's just not contemplate here, and let's just get these guys instead. And also, let's get the one thing. Now, I could probably take that back, but first, we're going into the good old battle arena. Are you ready, kids? Set, go! Welcome to another battle arena, which I actually kind of think is more of a battle arena than the first one. This one is ultimately not all that hard. All you have to do is just kill all the robots in your sight, and that is it. And, oh god, there's another one there. I did not see that other one. Now, I'm not exactly sure where all of these, like, Duplicatotrons are, so even though I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, I have no idea where all of them are, and ooh, thank god I can kill you with the good old stomp attack. Thank you, Lord the King. And also, okay, I cannot stomp because I did not do that fast enough. And or I did not do that the correct way you probably needed to. Oh, Jesus, I did not know Tartar is actually, develop here. Now, did Tartar die? Oh, it actually did, okay. I only hit him once, but okay. Now, can I do the good old stomp? Yeah, that's what I can do, and oh, yeah, we got that pretty fast. Is there only one? Yes, there's only one, and I only have to worry about this thing here. Now, what I want to do here is I actually want to go down to this thing here, or maybe not, hit this. There we go. We can hit that, which will then blow up all of that stuff to get all of those. But now, let's get rid of some of these robots here. Or at least, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you guys something. If we go up here and stand right around here, I believe, what will happen is these robots will not be able to hit you, or maybe they will. But if you get in a certain spot, these robots will not be able to hit you, and you can basically just grind shiny objects for as long as you want, because the robots down there will usually end up going in your direction if they want to. It was not really showing down there, but it does happen eventually. It is a cool little aspect of this game that I really find cool. And of course, right when I get one of those things, the thing goes away. Well, let me rephrase that. The one, right when I get the freaking underwear, I lose it automatically. But now, since we got those things down, I do kind of want to get rid of these bigger robots, because these bigger robots are usually more of the nuisance, kind of. I mean, it's not really all of a nuisance, but oh, no, we did not get that guy. There we go. Now we can, or maybe not. Because usually with SpongeBob, to get these guys, what you can do is you can kind of uppercut them if you don't get hit by them, and they stop moving. There we go. Okay. That took longer than I wanted it to, but we finally defeated those guys. Okay. Hi-yi-yi. Actually, let's go and get this thing first, the steering wheel. And how many is that? That is 9 out of 11. I believe I've gotten all of them in these areas. Now, that kind of reminds me of a certain date. I mean, it's not really anything that means specific, but, you know, 9/11 was definitely a bad time for us Americans. I mean, I guess it was a bad time all over the country. I mean, a lot of things 9/11 did. I mean, Pantera broke up because their tour quit being 9/11, and then they kind of went their separate ways, but that is definitely not the biggest thing that happened in the history of 9/11. Well, the history of 9/11's just kind of happened. And also other things happened too. And oh my god, we have 24 socks now. I hope I do not hit one of those things. Thank you. Okay. All I wanted to do was I just wanted to go through there, but now, when we have a good amount of stuff, and we actually have all the socks we can get for now in downtown Bikini Bottom, let's go back on the streets. The good old streets. Yes, Bubble Buddy, I know that we have to open it from the inside. We opened it from the inside. I don't know why that cutscene goes off when you do that, because it's like, yeah, we already did this. And now, you know what? When I said there was 2 sections, we can actually pay 2,100 shiny objects to go into here, to go into the 3rd section of this level. Good ol' Needle Point. It's actually the Sea Needle, I forgot. I think I messed it up with Cedar Point for some reason. Don't know why, but I did. Why am I whispering? I don't know.
Ah, there you are, boy. Someone's broken the Sea Needle.
That's horrible. The Sea Needle is the cradle of Crochet Corner.
Yes, it is. But what's more important is that there are tikis and shiny objects just outside the windows.
Mr. Krabs, how can you think of money at a time like this?
Easy. I just clear my mind. Money, money, money. Now listen here, boy. You know that I'll give you golden spatulas if you bring me shiny objects. But I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you can break all the tikis here at the Sea Needle, I'll give you a bonus golden spatula.
Why would I want to break the tikis, Mr. Krabs?
'Cause they were laughing at you and calling you funny names.
What kind of funny names?
You know, SpongeBob Butt Pants.
That's not very funny.
No. But they said your mom was ugly.
Ugly? All right, Mr. Krabs, break them I shall. You got a deal.
Now, either Mr. Krabs has a personal vendetta against Tikis, or he just wants the money. Probably the latter. But first, before we do anything, I would suggest going around here and killing all the robots first, because what happens here is if you die after you get these Tikis, or if you get one then you die, you have to redo all of them. So I would really suggest getting these out of the way, so in case you do die, you do not have to worry about going through these later on when you have to do this, because especially that one guy right there is a big pain in the butt when you have to do this. But I guess I can go around here and get the rest of these steering wheels as well, because I am already over here. And also allow us to go into different, like, shortcut things. And now, we only have one more steering wheel left. Where is that steering wheel, you might ask? Well, if we keep jumping around through here, we will get to a certain area where I believe it is right here, where the final steering wheel is. Good old final steering wheel. I almost got hit by that. And now we can go to Mrs. Puff anytime, or we can go to Mrs. Puff at any time to get what we need to get from there. But what we're going to be doing right now is we are going to be going back to the first one, since now it's going to be a lot harder for us to die in this area. You know, I just kind of wanted to make sure all precautions were made before doing this, because I'd really like to avoid having to do this more than once. Now, something weird about bungee jumping, in this game at least, is that I believe the GameCube version is the only version where SpongeBob doesn't yell, "Wee!" or something along the lines of that every time he goes down on these things. That was weird, but what I meant to say was, like, every time he goes down like that, he would make, like, that weird wee sound, but in this game he doesn't, which I'll say right now is definitely a good thing, because you don't have to worry about his annoying voice saying that every single time. Now, You don't have to get all of the single shiny objects. What you have to do is you just have to destroy all of the Tikis. That one's not that hard. But other ones contain good old Thunder Tikis, which I believe number N will. Did I literally just say number N? I meant letter N. That is what I meant. Also, something I might want to mention as well. Try to make the jump to the one thing when you need to, because... Excuse me. Because what will happen is you could accidentally go over the thing. What I mean is, like, you could jump and not make it, and then you die, and you have to redo all of these, which is really stupid. I mean, I definitely found out the hard way a lot that, like, I kind of have... Redoing these things are bad, and also found out the hard way that you have to redo these. I mean, I know my friend found out the hard way as well his first time playing through this game, which is actually on YouTube. I mean, not all the parts are out, but he does have some good stuff. Juddle Jargoon, if you want to check him out. Oh, another one promotion thing. I mean... I'm not fully against promotion, it's just I don't want to do it all the time, except in this Let's Play, I have promoted many channels, and you know what? I think I'm going to be finishing Downtown Bikini Bottom in this episode, because, like, it would be really stupid to end the episode with how much little we have to do in this level, because, I mean, I thought this was going to be a 3-part level, but turns out it wasn't, because even though this level is slightly longer than good old Jellyfish Fields, it is not all that longer. I mean, now that I say that, I cannot get any of these things for the life of me. Also, if you want to know, if you press the quit button, you do not have to redo these, only if you die. And the quit button, if you don't do all of these, it's not going to be like, oh, you die, you are going to fall down to the ground, which... Now thinking of it, only doing this by your underwear is also a little bit of a kind of a daredevil thing if you think about it, because it's like, man, you're hanging by your underwear, you gotta be such a daredevil. But now, we only have one little thing to get left over here, and I hit a stone tiki. Okay, a little bit of a hint, don't hit stone tikis, because if you hit the stone tikis, then you're not going to be able to get it. But for the love of good old cheese sticks, I guess we can say, let's get that thing out. And once we hear that little hurrah thing, we can go back to Mr. Krabs and get our golden spatula for breaking all the tikis for no reason at all.
Good work, boy. Here's the golden spatula, like I promised.
Sorry about that cut there. I thought Spongebob was going to talk there, but I kind of had to get my little drink of water because, you know, when I'm recording, my voice kind of gets a little raspy a little bit because of all the talking I have to do. But now, since we are done with this area, you know what? Let's not exit. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going back to end of the road because it's automatically going to transport us to in front of good old Mrs. Puff.
SpongeBob, I'm impressed. How did you fight?
Well, there were these robots. I met Sandy, and the lighthouse was...
Okay. Sorry I asked. Here's the golden spatula that I promised you.
Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Now I'll help you guys evacuate.
But SpongeBob, you don't have a driver's license.
Oh, don't I?
No, you don't.
Well, if I don't, then what's this?
A library card.
Oh...
Well, now that SpongeBob thinks a library card is a license for some reason, and Mrs. Puff looks all flustered like that, we are now done, at least for now, with Downtown Bikini Bottom. You might be wondering, well, Jordan, you never got come back with the cruise bubble. What are you doing, man? This isn't 100%. I'm just liking the video. Well... we can't really get that right now, because we don't have the cruise bubble. So that is something of, you know, I just want to set that straight, because if you've not played this game, you'll know that the cruise bubble is something you get until, you don't get it until way later in the game. We are not going to be coming back to Downtown Bikini Bottom for a while. But that actually ends the levels that we have to wait to get some of these things. Now, that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the next episode, we are going to be going all the way over here, which required 10 golden spatulas to go into good old Goo Lagoon. Welcome to Goo Lagoon, everybody, except not really, because we're doing it in the next episode. So, I've been Juddle Plays saying see you later and goodbye.